Here we are, overlooking the land at Oakley Farm from Battledown, following the proposed development applications and subsequent applications, which is now being looked at by the Secretary of State, and they're requesting appeals, and that was as of last autumn, probably around about, according to information on the lamppost here, October, November 2021. Looking down across here, over the land, over Cheltenham. The distance there, town centre and across, there is the racecourse, and in the foreground there's Battledown and Oakley. Also further to the right is Prestbury, and in the distance Bishop's Cleeve, and further ahead Tewkesbury. Cleeve Hill. This is the land here at Oakley Farm. Mass objection and opposition towards it being built on, as there's so much land throughout the country, but at the moment it's still intact. It's been going on for about 12 months now. Horses here. Now we do have more developments here, looks like. We have Battledown development here. There's some horses here as well, just let them pass. But certainly. Hello, alright? Hello. More building. Just let the horses pass here. More developments potentially there, as well as the potential developments of the fields just in front here, which no doubt all these people have objected to. It's just in front of the properties here. Look at them, they are quite expensive. It's quite an expensive area here. Certainly on this hill here, looking down over Cheltenham. Could be, all this could be gone. Got a Jaguar there as well. F-type Jaguar, I do believe. There we are. Well, further along Harp Hill here, very windy I must say, but certainly suggestions here, so they must have had a lot of comments and thoughts. So you can't see anything from in here because it's all closed off by these big gates, but certainly have a quick look through there, real quick look there, see what's going on there. Looks like a tunnel there, I can't really see much through the gap here, but as you can see, there's a bit of work going on there. That's all I can show you, unfortunately. It'll be interesting what's going on in the community. Harp Hill here, there we are. We are actually, I'm not joking, night building here. Suggestion box here, asking for suggestions here. I think it's going to pour down rain any moment, but of course without the curse of the potential development across the road here, which would take up all this land on Oakley Farm. Still ongoing, an appeal still being accepted, which is said on one of the signposts here. Well, it might be a slight better view there because I couldn't see through the fence there, but certainly perhaps a bit of a view here. Not easy to tell. There we are, there's other properties around here, all gated. Rather salubrious, or even digging up the garden next door here. But certainly they won't want a big development next door with 250 homes. But certainly, it's always the old case though. Some of the people who buy new houses, of course, when other people might have objected, certainly when somebody else comes along, another developer tries to build, they don't want it. But of course, they might have bought in an area with high objections as well. Some people can be so selfish, but there we are, Harp Hill. Well, here we are on Greenway Lane here, close to the old Cromwell Court here, and certainly looks like there's been some developments here. Well, Greenway Park, we're calling this. Kingsley Evans here. Now there is an application for up to 2 dwellings here. the old driveway goes up through. Now I did come around here on the outskirts about 10 months ago, but it was all intact here then. But certainly it's all changed in the last, well, probably 6-8 months I should say, and the place now has all been demolished. Now I can update you, anybody interested in this and development on the outskirts of Cheltenham, that in actual fact there was a mysterious fire that took place around about the summer period of 2021 on this site. Now it's thought to be, although it could be conjecture, thought to be arson. Well, it probably was arson. Youngsters up here one evening playing with matches, or total deliberate thug culture and a brick through the window. But anyway, the property has now been demolished. As I walk along here, just off the grounds here on the main road, you can see that there's rubble there, JCB in there, a bit of excavation equipment in there, and you can see this is going to be now redeveloped. Well, I think it was in the process of being redeveloped anyway. They weren't sure what to do with it. The last property was built in the 80s, the mid 80s, and it was Mock Tudor style. Anybody interested in looking back to perhaps what the view was like from here, from the outside in 2021 before all this happened, well, look back on one of my videos. But there we are, all rubble there. It's all been demolished since I was last here. House built in the mid 1980s. Sadly, getting darker here, but it was probably destroyed by fire, or certainly severely damaged and gutted probably, although I didn't see it. In the middle part, it probably certainly was around about the mid autumn, certainly the big part in the spring or summer of 2021, and it could well have been demolished in the last few months. Equipment's still here, as you can tell, but certainly application in for up to two dwellings, according to the lamppost information here. I mean, there's no problem for some people to get in here actually, and no one of the youngsters got in. But there we are, Cromwell Court here, the outskirts of Cheltenham. Well, here's a quick sneak preview of the grounds here, where the new dwellings will be built, and the well, not much here. Demolition of the former property, it's all taken place. I think it had some interesting artifacts and period features, but sadly they're probably all destroyed in the fire. There we are, the road down there, pouring down rain here. They're hoping to build two dwellings here, to say, well, certainly the applications, but this is how it is now. Totally demolished, gone. Oh. This is the state of the current site here, but obviously prime development land here, and there's the public court. I'm sure that fire here in 2021 probably was awesome. But there we are, that's the site as it is now, and even if you look here, pouring down rain here. Good look, I've got the old fireplace here. Anyway, staircase fireplace. There we are. All ruined. Don't suppose that's salvageable. There we are. But I think a lot of people walk their dogs around here. That's about all you can see. Certainly no property left. Well, there we are, not much to see here. The view I did last year, certainly the property was there. Now it's all been demolished. From Harp Hill here, all are gone. Oakley Farm fields here, and you can tell how close it is to the rest of the suburbs here, and perhaps urbanised area here, as you can well see, all built on here down through. It wasn't built on that long ago, that parcel of land there, and down through towards Sainsbury's and Oakley. There isn't much free land now, but trouble is, whatever this word affordable means, whatever price that is, it's not affordable for the young people and families. Price going up far beyond the wages, much to the disgust of locals and those wanting their families and offspring to stay in the area. It's increasingly becoming a battleground, and I don't think anybody, including politicians, know what to do about it, because developers do not build affordable houses. If they do, it's probably about 3 or 4 on a 50 or 60, 70, 80, 100 house site or dwelling site. Could be flats as well, but the council usually have to step in and buy a few of them, probably at a high price, and then let them. Well, there you are, the Oakley Farm here, right by the main road here as well. But there we are, another land potentially to be built on. Oh, very noisy Mini here. There we are. Watch this space. Hopefully the plans will not go through. And a lot of locals are dead against it, as you would expect. The price is probably going to be about 300,000. Knowing the prices at the moment, and of course because the price has gone up, developers are pushing to get as much as they can in, not only build but also build a maximum profit. Highly contentious and controversial. The town of Cheltenham. See one of the more recent developments down there as well, if you're looking across. Oakley Farm. Well, anybody wanting to see a bit of sun after a shower in blustery conditions, certainly quite windy up the hill there, coming down Harp Hill, down the path here, sun is now out. There we are. But this is on a darker note. This is the earmark now for potential development. Oakley Farm here. There we are. The fields slope down through towards Oakley, close to Sainsbury's. A new housing stock over there. Probably finished about, what, 2 years ago or so now. Looking across to Cleve Hill.